Through spiritual study and meditation, you become crystal clear. There is no water in the physical world that can describe the clarity and the purity of the soul in the original stage. You, the soul, are now purified. To purify water, you need a full process. You need to take a sample of the impure water. You need to create a filter and then allow all the impurities to separate themselves from the water. Then you extract the impurities, you extract the stones and the dust, and then the pure water will be filtered and separated in another vessel. The soul is the purest, cleanest, clearest water in its original form. Through time, through forgetfulness, the soul develops impure habits, the habits of anger, of ego, of lust, of attachment, the habits of revengeful thinking, the habits of greed, and then smaller habits, but just as damaging to the soul, like smoking, drinking, eating impure food. All these habits are becoming an impurity, a dirt, a rubbish in the clean and clear water that the soul was. To the extent that the water of the soul is no longer clean and clear, it becomes very polluted. And when there is a lot of pollution in a river, what can be done is, first of all, to stop people from throwing rubbish into that river. And secondly, you have to be able to collect it, to extract the rubbish. Just to leave it to be merged in the waters can be possible for a while. When too much rubbish is accumulated, the water cannot even flow any longer. It is blocked. In the same way here, now souls are blocked. They can no longer think clearly. They cannot judge. They cannot discern. They cannot act in the best of everyone. They have developed selfishness. They have developed greed and anger to protect what they think is mine. This is mine, this is yours, and everything has to be protected with weapons, and everything has to be defeated. So when such a pollution, such a degradation exists now in every human soul, how can anyone purify the soul? How can we restore the cleanliness and the clarity of this beautiful water that the soul was? It is not enjoyable to live in a place that is so polluted, so dirty, so full of rubbish. And this is now our mind. Our mind, intellect, and personality is in the soul. So the pollution that exists now in the soul is experienced in the mind. The mind is overthinking, the mind is negative, the mind is restless. There is no kindness, no generosity, no altruism left in the human soul. The one who is able to purify these waters is the Supreme Soul. The expert in pure, clean water is the Supreme. His mind, his intellect, his personality is forever clean and clear. He is able to taste and to enjoy the cleanest water forever. He is able to help the human soul to remove that rubbish. First and foremost, you have to stop putting the rubbish in the water. First and foremost, stop eating impure food, stop watching impure films, stop listening to impure words, words of defamation, words of ego, words of harassment. How do you do that when you walk along on the street and you hear people using a harsh language and you see people doing impure things? How can you stop taking it in? It is very easy. You can create a very simple safety net. In the same way that if you have a net on your window, the mosquitoes will not gonna come in. And if you place a net above a bucket full of water, absolutely nothing will go into the water and the water will remain clean and clear. In the same way here, you can create a net, a safety net, that keeps all the dust, all the rubbish outside. You do not allow anything inside. This net is your remembrance. This net is your meditation skill. This net is your ability to stay within, to remain introverted, introspection, calm, attentive to who you are, whom do you belong to. I am a soul, I belong to the Supreme Soul. My home is a home of eternal peace. So I do not come out to take anything. Anything that you hear, you can filter and check, is this useful in any way to me? If not, then I'm not going to let it go through the safety net. Leave it outside. You don't take any dust within. You don't take any stones within. Leave them outside. Do not allow any mischievous words to come in, any mischievous images to come in. So, in order to clean and clarify the internal water of the soul, stop allowing rubbish to come in. And then, secondly, start engaging with removing the rubbish from within. Remove the pollution. The Supreme Soul can help you with that. He can provide the easy method. The rubbish within can disappear in a second, can be transformed from rubbish, from dirt, into invisible dust that will be merged and will flow away. To do that, you have to keep the company of the Supreme Soul. You have to remind yourself that you are a soul, you are an actor here in this human body, and the Supreme Soul is a director. He is a hero actor, he is the creator of this play, and he is the director of this play. So allow yourself to be constantly connected to the Supreme. Stay in the beautiful waters of the mind of the Supreme Soul. Learn to navigate these beautiful waters. Learn to dive into the ocean of peace. See the beautiful, clean, clear water that the mind of the Supreme Soul is, and dive into that. Why staying in that dirt, in that mud, which is the past of the human beings? Instead, you can come and swim in the beautiful, clean, pure water of the mind of the Supreme Soul. Take his company, hold his hand, be next to him in the most enjoyable experience, that of being the same or alike with the Supreme Soul. Make your mind equal to his mind. His mind is seeing beauty. You can also see beauty of each and every human soul. His mind is seeing divine virtues. You can also cultivate the divine virtues. His mind is experiencing bliss constantly. You can also experience that bliss. His intellect is engaged with giving spiritual knowledge. You can also engage yourself with that. In this way, you become like the Supreme Soul. Your personality becomes a personality of a deity, someone who keeps giving and never takes. You become knowledgeful, peaceful, powerful, blissful. And then everything is clean and clear within yourself as well. You will experience many moments of being that clarified, pure, crystal clear water within. The soul will become pure once again. So why not make this your attention? Pay attention to your mind, pay attention to the mind of God, make them equal, and continue to swim in the most beautiful and clean waters. So today, enjoy. Enjoy being clean and clear once again. Enjoy being crystal clear inside. Enjoy swimming in the waters of the ocean of peace, the ocean of love, the ocean of bliss, the ocean of purity, which is the Supreme Soul. And why not take the hand of others? Join those who have been swimming for a long period of time. Do a dance in the water. And also take others in the waters of the Supreme Soul's mind. Invite others to swim here. Give them courage, give them hope, give them enthusiasm to leave that dirty mud that is the mind of human beings now. Invite them to live and to taste the beauty, the fragrance of the mind of the Supreme. Enjoy today being crystal clear and being an expert swimmer with your mind, with your intellect, with your personality.